Okay, so hi folks, Steven here. This is going to be a live stream of Pokemon Stadium 2. Now, just FYI on all of this, because this game switches resolutions, you might occasionally see a no signal sent through from my streaming device. Just despite what I've tried to do with my setup, because of the changes in there, it does not adjust super well sometimes. So we're a little bit limited there, but yes, this is the Gold and Silver version of Pokemon Stadium. Of course, the Pokemon Stadium we know as Pokemon Stadium 1 is actually the second game in the series as far as Japan is concerned. But today we are going to take a look at the game somewhat. Alright, so I did check through this. This is a used copy I bought. They actually have, seems like pretty much everything unlocked, at least through round 1 and most if not all of round 2. We're going to stay on round 1, because just like this, I do have this hooked up so that it has the, what is it? Through my, let's see, my Retro Tank, and then that's going through an M Classic into my streaming box. Main reason for that is just that I need a way to take something and make it compatible with that, because my streaming box only takes 720 and 1080p. So, and that, but there are still resolution switches, and they still kind of mess stuff up. So I do not have an exact time for the let's see, for the discussion I'll be doing with Anne from McGee Podcast. I'm shooting for next weekend. I do have some other stuff in the pipeline. I just recorded an interview yesterday. I'll leave that hanging out there. But you can see that we have a lot of stuff to go through. But this thing, fortunately, I did not need to go and get my old copy of Gold and see if that even still works to get some stuff in here. There are some teams preloaded. I did check to make sure the names weren't anything too bad or anything like that. Let's see. So let's go start with something relatively short. We're going to start with Gym Leader Castle just so we can get moving here. Sure, why not? Let's just go ahead with Whitney. Let's see, we have some rental Pokemon. So you can see, I can't guarantee these are all totally legit, but they did bother to put some teams in. Alright, so you can see we have a pretty beefy team here for this. What do we got here? We got all very small, cute Pokemon. Let's see, we look here. It's not a super, I think. Start with Tyranitar, why not? Of course, everything normalizes to the highest level, which is 100, so make sure we take Ampharos and Mew, why not? Alright, so this is probably just kind of saw a break in there. There we go. Yeah, sometimes it is quicker than others. Let's see, I think I still have this set up. Nice little stained glass window over there. Does still recolor stuff if you give it a nickname, which is kind of interesting. Well, let's see. Probably not going to keep this in there just because it's not a good type choice, so we're going to switch over. And we still got the announcer here, Ted Lewis, aka Mini Rolls. I think he does Mr. Mime, because if he does, he still does it, I think.
Here's the first move.
Let me know how the volume is on the game relative to me. I don't think you'll have any problems right now hearing me over it. Go ahead and use Thunder Punch. Let's see.
What now?
Yeah, so some of the phrases are the same, and some of them have the same wording, but are definitely re-recorded for this for whatever reason. And one of the new things here, of course, is we get reactions. There's definitely a little bit of an upgrade in the presentation here to make it look a little more like something. Yeah, not much of a threat here with this one.
A sharp attack. That's it. Oh, it collapsed. This has turned into a one-sided battle. Oh, it's Meryl. This is the last Pokemon. It's a
Of course, it's pure water in this generation.
There's the attack. The hit glanced right off.
Alright.
Oh, what's this? It's super effective.
Of course, I wouldn't even be able to have Ampharos paralyzed in a modern game because it's
The last Pokemon
electric.
goes down. And there goes the battle.
Yeah, sounds a little different than the "There Goes the Battle" in Stadium 1. I obviously have been listening, even though I didn't play this much back in the day. Yeah. So, one second here. Let me take a quick look at the retro tank and make sure I've got the... yeah, I should have the smoothing on. So, we shouldn't be having too many problems, but we are getting some dropouts here with all the stuff that's going on. So you may be wondering, well, gee, what counts as a resolution switch in this this game? Let's see what we got. All right.
Next opponent is Rita, a real beauty.
There we go. That was a bit of a quicker switch. Some of the switches are definitely quicker than others.
Stunning lady.
Okay, so let's see. We're going to chance it a little bit here and leave this in. Yeah, we're going to have Earthquake won't miss.
Get
So
ready to go. It used its attraction. Hey, it became attracted to the opponent. This Pokemon is very much attracted by the opponent.
so yeah.
From both competitors.
Now that we have genders, we can do attraction.
What now? Oh, that was weak. Vicious attack. Bam! That worked perfectly.
Might not be a one-hit KO. Not quite. I kind of figured with the difference in level. Of course, I don't have the cartridge this would have been based on, but I guess it's good that the battery save after almost 20 years is still
Appears to be attracted to the other Pokemon.
working out.
Continues. How's that? It's not very effective. Oh, it
Yeah, so it's trying to get attraction and flinch going.
hanging tough. What next? That didn't accomplish much. Hang on, Earthquake. That's it. There it is. Knockout. That KO will bring out a new
But listening to the soundtrack of this game, I do feel there's less of the more playful gym types or sporting event type stuff. It's hard for me to describe exactly.
Both get ready to go. What's this? Hey, it became attracted to the opponent. A furious attack. Great hit.
Not as much as I would have liked. I mean, it's not weak to it, and it's a lower level, but still. You know, the rock slide, see how this one works out.
What now? Oh, that was weak.
Yeah, despite being slower,
Very much attracted by the opponent. A hot battle is unfolding.
but let's see, what else is going on with... I've noticed there's less of the sort of marching band type of stuff here. It seems like they went for more of the like string type orchestration.
The heated action continues. What'll it do? It's not very effective. Wow, rock slide. Right,
There we go. So that takes care of Apom. Let's see what we get here.
just one Pokemon remains. Oh, it's Sentry. It's down to the last Pokemon now. Sparks are flying from both competitors.
Okay, something I finally outspeed here. Like I said, I am at a lower level because it just goes by the maximum.
A crushing blow.
And of course we have the split special, so its special defense will go up, but not its actual
They're both hanging tough.
special. No, it's attack. So let's see what I do here. Earthquake should do it. Priority move, huh?
What's this? That didn't accomplish much. Could this be it? Out of there!
Yeah, apparently there's lava underneath this or something, because the rocks that come up from the earthquake have red bottoms, like they're molten or, you know, heated up or something, which is kind of interesting. Alright, yep, another resolution switch. Like I said, the battles are 240p. There we go. That took a little while to switch. And next on to Whitney herself. Kind of sounds like kind of a newsy theme there. Mostly normal types. That gloom is a little bit out of place, of course. Let's see. Alright, let's see what we can do here.
Doled out by her normal type Pokemon are nothing short of awesome. Let's see if the challenger has what it takes to win.
Ah, yes, infamous Miltank.
There's the shot. It's super effective.
Yeah, this is only round one, so it's not going to do...
What will the other side do? That did little damage.
Alright, I think we're going to need to
It's a fierce battle.
switch Pokemon here. If we had a full 100 level Tyranitar, I'm sure we'd be faring a bit better.
Pokemon switch. Oh, it's you.
Yes. Kuru Godzilla 1 is pointing out Whitney considers her to be the worst
How will this new
gym leader ever. Let's see. Oh, interesting stuff here. I think we're going to... Let's go ahead and use Surf,
prepare for battle? How's that?
because it has Rollout, which we all know how fun that is, and Milk Drink.
What now? The hit lands right off. A hot battle is unfolding.
So we'll see what happens with this one. Be sure to let us know if you have any comments on the music. We'll try to incorporate those into our discussion. Like I said, hopefully that's next weekend or Labor Day weekend at the latest. But I don't have a firm date because I'm still waiting to hear back from Anne.
What's next? That did little damage. The white hot battle continues.
Ah, yes.
Sparks are flying from both competitors.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything with a fighting move on this team that would work super well.
That was a glancing blow.
Let's
What
see.
would do? Nailed the weak spot.
Oof.
Hung on by the skin of its teeth.
Well, there's no benefit for not getting anything knocked out, so we're gonna.
Whoa! It blew up high.
And Mew's got to be kind of annoying because you have to have all the animations for any attack.
Thunderbolt. No, that didn't connect. The commands are made. How's that? A light pass.
Boy, that is.
What now? Right, that's a hit. Down it goes.
All right, let's see what we can do with Mewtwo over here.
Oh, it's Mewtwo.
Of course, the Gen 1, pretty much all the models are still there. Let's see. Let's go ahead and use Psychic.
They're ready to go.
Not much point in having Amnesia on this since it doesn't boost both attack and defense like it. There we go. All right.
Oh, it has no strength left.
I wonder if that Mew didn't have very good like stat experience or something like that.
One Pokemon remains. Oh, it's Clefable.
A lot of the music in this game, as you would expect, is brought over from
Remaining Pokemon is 2-1.
Gold and Silver. There's some crossover just between that and the first gen games.
What's this? A light hit.
Yeah, so I should be able to close this one out. Yes, I have leftovers. A lot of stuff in Gen 2. Held items. You know, the darkened steel types are in there.
What's next? Oh, that's a miss. This showdown appears to be coming to an end.
Let's see, this should take care of it. And
Now one more. Out of there. That settles this battle. That's it. Stage clear.
And of course, there's all of the gym leaders and the Elite Four, and the so let's see. It looks like we had a little drop out there because of the resolution switch. I kind of wish they wouldn't. I wish they would give her a little bit more of a what's the word? Firm personality, because it sounds like, you know, I think in Gen 3 she actually like cries, which, you know, alright, so let's see here. I could go through the Elite Four. And, yes, Red is in this game. You know, I haven't tried this one when I test played yesterday. Let's go ahead and use another registered set. I could have used this one here. Let's use this team. Why not? Well, this appears to be their last team. Let's see how much of a difference that one makes. Yes, of course, Red says nothing. Alright. Yeah, not quite the same team it has in the game. It doesn't have the Kanto starters evolved. You'd think it would have had that, but... Alright, what do we want to try here? So what's good against stuff? Let's see, I don't know what's on the... I think Ho-Oh is going to be a good starter, and then... I don't remember if gluten is... it's obviously supposed to be a play on glutton, but I don't know if that's actually like the German word for it or something, or something like that.
Finally, the last battle. Red, the last among the toughest trainers, is the opponent. How will the challenger take on the wily veteran who has prevailed through hundreds of battles? Victory is within sight. Go for it.
And I guess supposedly this is Mount Silver. Alright, so not the one we definitely wanted off the top, so let's see, we're going to go to... go ahead and bring out Raichu.
Oh, an abrupt Pokemon switch. Oh, it's Raichu.
Yeah, for some reason, like, there's Ekans is another mispronunciation. So let's see, hopefully we can tank that relatively well. And let's see, we'll play it safe with Thunderbolt. We should be faster, I would assume. Ooh, not quite, but pretty close there. Thunder, if it hit, would have definitely gotten there, but the question is, of course, is it worth the risk?
The white-hot battle continues.
Oh, this is a surfing Raichu as well. I just noticed that looking at the attacks.
Wow, Thunderbolt! Yes, it's a hit! Oh, and down it goes! What Pokemon will appear next? Oh, it's Meganium!
So clearly not what we want to put in here since we don't have anything too good.
They're both hanging tough.
So I think this prompts a switch back. Meganium is pure grass, so I can't use it. Doesn't have a psychic weakness. But this should give us pretty good coverage.
The Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball. There's the attack. A light hit. How will this newly switched out Pokemon
Alright, let's
fare?
take a look and see what Sacred Fire, see what that can do.
There's the shot. That had to hurt.
Ooh, well I guess it survives. Barely. That's kind of surprising.
What'll it do? It's gripped by paralysis. There's a big HP difference between the two combatants.
May as well use Recover since Meganium is going to... Oh, I forgot about that.
It restored its HP.
But it is still burned.
It restored its HP.
Now the sound in this game is listed as being, what is it? Oh, Dolby Surround, which is technically a little bit different than ProLogic, although it has most of the same capabilities. It's a weird thing in surround sound history. Alright, hopefully this is a knockout. I think we've got enough damage on here to do it.
It's super effective.
There we go.
Oh, knockout. Just one Pokemon remains.
Yeah, the UI definitely got a makeover. It's a little more detailed and whatnot.
This is the last Pokemon. It's a fierce battle.
I guess they got that one while they're going off the anime. To be honest, if we can get a burn on it...
What's this? That did little damage.
And Tauros will be...
Hit! That was good.
Alright, let's finish it off with an Earthquake. Should have next to none in terms of offensive now that it's burned.
What's next? A light pack.
Headbutt, I'm pretty sure has a flinch chance, so that's probably another reason it's using it.
Nope, it still can't move. A hot battle is unfolding. What now? Hammered where it hurts.
Finally, I get something.
Hang on, earthquake. That's it. There are no more remaining Pokemon. Congratulations! You prevailed in the Kanto battle.
Let's see. Give it a second to switch back. Alright, so yeah, that covers that. I think we've seen enough of that mode. There's a couple other modes I wanted to show in here. So you got your free battles, you got your academy, versus rival, I guess, is the last thing that opens in each round. You've also got the Doduo and Dodrio. I need to get my transfer pack out. This is running on real hardware, by the way. For N64 stuff, that's kind of my main option. That also requires a transfer pack. And then we have the Pokemon Lab. It has a nice, interesting theme song. Might be one of the ones I picked for our discussion. And we got some mini games, which I think we'll go to a little bit later. But let's go to the stadium here. So let's see. Challenge Cup is sort of, you get a randomized team and you go from there. I played a little bit of that testing this out. Poke Cup is sort of kind of the same thing was there. Prime Cup was all levels. Let's try the Little Cup. Let's see, these teams both look fairly balanced, but I think we'll take this one. These appear to all be rental teams anyway. In a way, that kind of makes the later ones a little more difficult. Yeah, definitely more text and more voice in this game and stuff like that, and more art. Alright, let's see what we got here. Pretty balanced team, so let's see. Let's see, the magnitude. It's always interesting when I go back to a previous generation game. Stuff that I thought came a generation or two later is well, starting with Dratini, you can't go wrong, can you? Bring that and that. Always thought magnitude came a bit later.
Young Pokemon with little experience. Let's see what these Pokemon are capable of doing in battle.
If I remember correctly, Hatch Pokemon, I think they start at level 1, so you get a little more to work with here. What do we got here? So let's see, I think we might as well use Surf.
What's the opening gambit? That didn't accomplish much. There it goes!
Yeah, this being one of the lower tier levels, certainly seems like it has more of a feel of the
Ride that, sir! Great hit! Oh, and down it goes! What Pokemon will appear next? Oh, it's Togepi! It's a fierce battle.
So let's see, I don't see much of a reason to not use Surf here. Maybe I'll try Dragon Breath next turn. Oh, well, I guess I don't get a choice. Encore.
Encore's call. You can't refuse an encore. The white-hot battle continues.
I do kind of like this mode, though, because it gives me exposure to some stuff I probably wouldn't see otherwise.
That inflicted some damage. It's using its charm. Attack power is down. There's a big HP difference between the two combatants. A sharp attack.
See, I believe Dragon is special in this generation. It didn't matter in Gen 1 because all you had was Dragon Rage. Here you got one or two other Dragon attacks. Finally. I believe it's special in Gen 3, and then 4 it splits, of course. Alright, well, we're definitely going to switch up moves. Am I still in an Encore? I think so.
A hot battle is unfolding.
Yep, that's what I thought. Oh, I can keep punching it up until it does something.
That didn't do much. How's that? It's not very effective.
Yeah.
The encore presentation is over. These Pokemon are equally fit. There's plenty of fight left in
Yeah,
both of
I'd kind of like to see them redo this. You know, even though they don't do the stadium games anymore, there's not really a reason they couldn't hire someone from, you know, the anime or someone for each region of the game to do voiceovers in like, you know, either PvP mode or something like that. I know it's not for everyone. Some folks really can't stand the announcer and whatnot. Alright. Maybe he's still a rock star? I don't know. Alright, so like the original game, this goes to another, goes through 8. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, so we've got pretty much all normal types. So I think, let's see if I remember correctly, a Dynamic Punch, and a Psychic Fire Blast, and Fire Punch. Smooch 'em. I mean, they've got decent moves. These are obviously very much Alright.
second round. Trainers place the Pokeballs containing their leadoff Pokemon on the field to start the battle.
Like I said, sometimes the image switches very quickly. Sometimes it takes a while. Alright, well, I guess we can certainly try. Let's see.
Okay,
Yeah, I figure.
here's the first move. That did little damage. Dynamic. Yow!
Ooh, well, that's probably actually a knockout.
It went down as soon as the battle started. Will this turn into a one-sided battle?
I can only hope.
Oh, it's double! The number of remaining Pokemon is 3.
Yeah, the early teams definitely seem to have
Whoa! Oh, that's
exploitable stuff.
there it goes! Great hit!
Alright, well, you know, as much as I'd love to get a perfect on this,
The two combatants. Wow! It's super effective!
there we go. Well, let's see, I do want to build up some continues.
This has turned into a one-sided battle.
So So I think we're going to switch here to...
Oh, it's Teddy Ursa. It's down to the last Pokemon now. One Pokemon is still capable of going on, but the other one looks tired. Both get ready to go. The Pokemon is returning to its Pokeball. Oh, it's Diglett!
Ah, that ended up being a very good choice. Nothing happens.
Damage at all.
Yep, and they do correctly register that as a thing there. So what do I want to do here? Honestly, Slash is probably not bad, although the critical hits are not the same as in the previous generation.
Hit! That was good! A sharp attack! Whoop! That missed!
Oh, good luck for me.
Action continues.
Now, if I get a critical hit here, that'll probably knock it out.
What now? That's it!
Okay.
There's the shot!
Honestly,
Savage hit! What is
ooh boy, sheesh. Alright, well, may as well just go for it. If I get another 7, I win.
there's the attack! Great hit!
Of course, each impact would do at least 1 damage with Fury Swipe, so that makes it a pretty decent move in this format. Diglett, not great on defense, so not entirely surprising there.
There goes the battle!
Alright, give it a second here. And it takes a little while sometimes for my TV to catch up. The alternative to this is I could always use my S-video scaler that goes straight to 720p or 1080p. Quality obviously not as good, it's not designed for this purpose, but it handles resolution switches better. Alright, so let's see, I got... I think this calls for another Dratini, and let's see what else. Trying to see what multiple things would be strong against, and I think
Blessed with a succession of hotly contested...
yeah, so
The third round.
well, this is a pretty easy one. We'll go ahead and use Surf. Ah,
Look at that swagger. Oh, its confusion made it tougher. Oh no, an attack itself.
ugh. Well, let's see here.
Sparks are flying from both competitors. What's this? That was a glancing blow.
Yeah, 5 is decent, but nothing.
Ride that surf.
Alright. Well, that ought to be a... Well, gee, if that's not a knockout.
Oh no, make it just like that.
So let's see what comes out next is...
Pokemon. Oh, it's Cyndaquil. Will
Okay.
this Pokemon avenge the honor of its fallen comrade?
Well, let's see what happens here.
Hanging top.
Hopefully I survive
What's
this.
next? A light pack.
Okay, let's see. Hopefully...
Aha! It's confused.
Snapped out. Good.
There's the attack. There, that worked perfectly. It collapsed with only one hit.
Alright, let's see.
This has turned into a one-sided battle. Oh, it's Chikorita. It's down to the last Pokemon now.
Alright, well, let's see if Fire Blast works.
3-1. There it goes. Uh-oh, was that Pokemon the wrong choice?
Says that they didn't have a choice, really, once the thing started.
And
Yeah, sometimes it just takes a while. I'm having some pretty long. There we go. Yeah, it looks like on the stream it does a lot better. My TV is not so happy with it. Alright, what do we got here? Let's see, use that. What else is kind of common? Alright, let's see where this goes. Yeah, I don't have anything like that. Let's use Dragon Breath and see where that gets us. Double team.
It raised its evasiveness. The heated action continues. A furious attack. Critical hit.
Ooh, hung on with a focus band, but it's paralyzed. Interesting.
What'll it do? That did little damage. One Pokemon is still capable of going up.
And we'll just throw a Surf at it. So let's see, basically I just have to hit it. Yeah, focus band, huh? Yeah, you don't see that in competitive play because it is, you know, you can survive as long as you have more than 1 HP or whatever. Or maybe even if you just have 1, but it is completely random. Focus Sash, as you probably know, is much more common. Yep, so...
This has turned into a one-sided battle. Oh, it's Paris! It's down to the last Pokemon now. The number of remaining Pokemon...
Well, I think it's pretty obvious what we try for here. It's funny how she's complimenting my Pokemon, which is kind of funny. It does have a bit more personality than Stadium 1, but I'm still... It was kind of in a hard spot, to be honest. You know, coming out in 2001, very late in the N64 era. And whatnot. Alright, let's see what we got to work with. Interesting... let's see... Excuse me. Alright, see where this gets us. Smoochum. You can tell it is very, very purple. Alright, let's see what happens here. Yeah, I do kind of wish this new flamethrower instead. It's not as powerful, obviously, but
This battle is intense right from the start. Oh, it's Growlithe! Number of remaining Pokemon is 3.
yeah, I don't think that he said Growlithe quite right.
There's the shot. It's super effective.
Just barely, huh?
It dug its way underground.
Alright, well, I don't have anything that's immune, but I'm gonna go first. Maybe I'll just toss a Dragon Breath or something.
Here comes Dragon Breath. Whoops, that missed. How's that? That was a glancing blow. One Pokemon is still capable of going
Alright.
but the other
Likewise,
one
Thunderbolt
looks
instead of Thunder would probably have been fine.
What now? That's it. Oh, it collapsed. Is there any way of stopping this incredible Pokemon force? Oh, it's Marvin.
Okay, so...
Pokemon. A hot battle is unfolding.
Well, this should be pretty easy.
A powerful
If I'd known it would be this easy, I might have actually used round 2 on this, which I assume is harder.
goes the battle.
Alright, 3 more of these. I thought this would take longer than it has, but... I think the musical structure is about the same, though, as far as, like, first 3, second 3, semifinal, and final. Could be wrong about that, but... yeah, I think Elekid might be a good idea since it has the ice move. What do we got here? So let's see what we can do here. Yeah, sometimes the audio and video will cut off. Sometimes that, for me, see if Thunder works out for us. Always worried, you know.
Taken down with one hit. That was just too quick. Will this turn into a one-sided battle?
Remember, any musical comments are definitely appreciated. So let's see, Wooper, huh? Don't know if it has any ice moves, but none of those will be good against, except Dragon Breath will be decent, so we'll go for that.
There it goes. Yes, it's a hit.
Okay, we did a little over half. That's good. Alright, so this should be a knockout.
Here comes Dragon Breath. Hit that one.
And there we are. So, yep, so 2 down.
This has turned into a one-sided battle. Oh, it's on it! It's down to the last Pokemon now.
Alright, well, we have plenty of
Both hanging
outs for this one. Really was thinking it would use the Dratini it has on its team, since
vicious attack. Oh,
I kind of figured that might happen.
a sharp attack. Great hit.
Ugh.
Yes, it's going down. So, what will be the next Pokemon? Oh, it's Mewtwo. The number of remaining Pokemon is 2 to 1. The 10th
Let's see,
battle
Psychic should be probably our best choice here.
a Psychic Blast.
Not quite the same as the Psychic Blast in the first one. That's okay, so not a perfect, but
There are no more remaining Pokemon. And there goes the battle.
kind of like Smoochum's idle animation. You know, let me know about this. If I used the other converter, I'm not going to switch right now. This would you wouldn't see as many dropouts, but the image quality wouldn't be quite as good. All right, so what we got to work with here? We've got a lot of Pokemon that are weak to fighting or fire, so maybe start with Magby, throw Dratini in because why not? Smooch him.
Let me see for more.
Alright, well, let's see. Why not? Let's risk it with a Dynamic Punch again.
What's the opening gamble? The hit glanced right off. A furious attack. Whoa! Hammered from the word go.
Okay.
Whoa, that was fast. It's down already. This battle is intense right from the start.
Love to know how that static in the switching is produced.
It used the item it was holding. The number of remaining Pokemon is
Well, that's interesting. I think you're probably hearing me, but what's going on here? Let me give this a second. It's showing no signal. I'm definitely getting a signal on my TV. See if it catches up here.
they're eyeing each other warily.
Let's see. So I've got a Sentret out here. I assume you can actually hear me, because I think that's probably the case. I'm going to cycle the thing through here. The
Trainer hasn't issued a command.
alright. So I'll try another Dynamic Punch, see how that one works out.
Oh no, it attacked itself. Dynamic punch. Whoop, that missed. A hot battle is unfolding.
Alright, well this is fun, isn't it?
Use no more. There's the
It'll be interesting to see if this is audio but no video.
That's it. Oh, that
might be coming. No. Let's see here. Well, I kind of want to switch Pokemon here into this. What's going on here?
The trainer's switching Pokemon. Oh, it's Dratini. What now?
Boy, it's not cooperating here with the HDMI. So let's see here. Let's just unplug it and then replug it in. And I think I'm going to probably use the other setup next time. Check the surf on that. That should be pretty safe.
What's next?
Okay, so hopefully that reinstates it.
There it goes. Great hit.
That is very strange. It still doesn't think there's a signal coming in.
Just one Pokemon remains.
So 1 second here.
Lineup. This is the last Pokemon. The number of remaining Pokemon is 3 to 1. This battle has become one-sided.
Let's see. All right.
Oh, what's this?
Yeah, you can definitely. The sound is moving through, but there's no video.
Remaining Pokemon. And there goes the battle.
Not sure something's up with my splitter or what here. My goodness. Okay, sorry about this, folks. Sometimes you got to do this, and all right. This is well, this is not much fun, is it? Alright, well, there's a solution for this. It's not pretty. Alright, so let's see. Sorry, folks, about all that. We had some technical issues there. But looks like we've got it ironed out at this point. I think all the resolution switching is not something my device, my streaming device, enjoyed. So I think if we do more N64 stuff in the future, I think we're almost certainly going to be using the less good but still kind of useful let's see what we got here. Let's see, nothing Magby is really going to be strong against. Diglett might be kind of useful. Okay. Again, sorry about that thing there, but it was just not picking up the signal. I think it had just had enough, so I had to unplug it and plug it back in. Alright, what do we want to do here? Okay, Dragon Breath. Ooh, looks like we got a critical, and yes!
Will this turn into a one-sided battle? Oh, it's Abra! Number of remaining Pokemon is 3.
Kinda wish I had a physical move here, but let's see. Another Psychic, huh?
A psychic blast! That's it!
Alright.
Oh, knockout!
See, I think my best bet is probably to use Diglett since it's got some good physical attacking moves, since Abra has very weak defense. And Diglett might actually be able to outlast this. We'll see.
Sparks are flying from both teams.
I was kind of afraid it would outspeed me. Abra's pretty fast. Ugh.
Collapse with only one hit.
So, this one might be headed for a retry.
To come up. Oh, it's Elegant. It's down to the last Pokemon now. One
Luckily,
Pokemon
we
faces
have
2.
very, very many things there. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Do we go for broke with Thunder?
They're ready to go.
Okay, we're actually faster. That's good. Hopefully this connects.
A heavy hit.
Ugh, I figured it would be pretty close.
There's the attack.
Now, hopefully we survive this.
A vicious hit.
Okay, good.
It used a gold berry to restore its HP.
Yeesh.
They're both hanging tough. Vicious attack.
Okay, we still got a shot here if it stays paralyzed. Or, one.
Will this do it? That settles this battle. And there goes the battle.
Alright, so we're going to have to try this one again. I guess I finally hit some actual resistance here. Chansey, huh? Well, we're not giving up here. Alright, so let's see, what do we want? Of course, it might pick... the computer might pick a completely different Pokemon, I have to remember that. Alright, we'll try this, see if it works. Okay, well, at least it can't psychic me out, and oh, Shadow Wall. Okay.
Oh, an abrupt Pokemon.
Of course, if it puts out Ghastly, that wouldn't be so great, would it?
Oh, it's Chansey.
I was afraid of that one.
Here's the first move. That had no effect. What impact will this Pokemon switch have on the battle? There's the attack. A light attack.
Yeah, it's got pretty good special defense.
A furious attack. That worked perfectly.
Alright,
Their defense stat went down.
alright, we need this one for later, so we're going to go to... I don't really have any good physical attacker here, kind of unfortunately, when I need one.
This Pokemon is switching out.
Oh, good. So that gets me... I suppose, technically speaking, I could have... see if we can get a paralysis at some point on this. Okay. Yeah, seems like it's got an answer for just about everything, so let's see what we can do here.
What'll it do? That was a glancing blow. What's this? It's super effective. Oh, its speed is down. The crowd's excitement is building from...
Yeah, this is definitely going to take some experimentation to figure out what on earth I want to do here.
There's the attack. Drill the weakness. The target stat must be in tatters. What now? It's gripped by paralysis.
Alright, so we get a good shot at this, and now it's...
Hot battle is
We should
unfolding.
definitely be faster. I don't know... Like, Thunder and Fire Blast are going to be a little more powerful, so I guess we'll take the risk there, just because it's so bulky.
How's that? A light attack.
Really?
A gust of icy wind. Right, that's a hit. Oh, it has no strength left. We're eagerly awaiting the appearance of the next Pokemon. Oh, it's Elekid. There's a big HD difference.
Alright, the question is, what do I do here? I think we're going to go for the Thunder Punch.
There, wonderful.
Finally! Gosh.
That's it. There it is. Knockout. Which Pokemon will join the battle now? The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon. Two Pokemon remain on each side. Sparks are flying from both teams.
See what we can do here.
Vicious attack. Hit. That was good.
You know, it's interestingly, of course, remember that's a,
A heavy hit. It used a gold berry to restore its HP.
I'm sorry, but that just seems kind of broken here.
There it goes. Hit. That inflicted some damage. A psychic blast. Yes, it's a hit. Oh, it collapsed. Just one Pokemon remains. The Pokemon appears with a cry. It's down to the last Pokemon now. The heated action continues. There! Fire Punch! It's super effective!
Yeah, this is going to take a little while, folks. Probably another try or two.
Four remaining Pokemon. And there goes the battle!
Alright, let's really think about this and think about what we might get at the beginning. Right. Part of it is I just kind of get a good thing off the bat, but we'll see what happens here. it's, you know, with the gold berry, I almost pretty much have to get like a critical hit on the first thing there, because otherwise it just doesn't seem very fair.
A psychic blast. That inflicted some damage. Oh, and down it goes. So, what will be the next Pokemon? What will be next? Oh, it's Dratini. They're both hanging tough. There's the shot. Serious scan.
Basically, I have to hope for paralysis here. That's really my only shot. But
It's a hit. Sparks are flying from both competitors. Vicious attack. Right, that's a hit. Oh, knockout. This has turned into a one-sided battle. Oh, it's Mewtwo. It's down to the last Pokemon now. A hot battle is unfolding. There it goes. That struck home. Wow, it used Shadow Ball. Shazam. Down it goes. That KO will bring out a new Pokemon.
honestly, I think I'm gonna have to find some way to.
Oh, it's Chansey. The opponent is weak. What an opportunity. One Pokemon faces two now. Now the real battle begins. What next? Oh, that's a miss. Iron Tail. Yes, it's a hit. There are no more remaining Pokemon. And there goes the battle.
Well, I've got plenty more continues, but we'll see. Once I run out, I do want to show some mini games and stuff. Yeah, I don't think we've seen its Magmio or its Pichu at all. So let's see. Do I have anything on the other ones? Let's see what we got here. Paying more attention to the stats here. Dratini's pretty even. Magby is pretty good in attack. Let's see. Who's got the best special defense, though? 12, 13. Yeah, nothing there. But try something different there.
Final battle.
See what return does.
Face each other. A furious attack. That had to hurt. What will the other side do? Hit! That was good. It used its held item to restore.
I'm sorry, but that they should have.
It's a fierce battle.
feel like that is more than it should have done.
Affect the flow of battle. They prepare for battle. Vicious attack.
Now, hopefully I survive this. Okay. It's not going to be very effective, but...
A sharp attack. Whoop. That missed.
I'm sorry, but...
There's a big HP difference between the two combatants.
I should probably consider just flat out giving up on this.
Psychic blast. That's a hit. Oh, quick collapse. So, what will be the next Pokemon? Oh, it's Dratini. The crowd's excitement is building from this heated battle. There's the attack. Great hit. There's the attack. Yes, it's a hit. Sparks are flying from both competitors. There's the shot. That inflicted some damage.
So I think the strategy I gotta go with here is to do a small hit that's enough to get it within KO range, but something that survives 2 turns on this thing? I mean...
Come on. This Pokemon is rejoining the battle. This is the last Pokemon. The heated action continues.
Like, if I don't get a status condition or a critical hit, it's very difficult to do anything here.
No weakness. The last Pokemon goes down. And there goes the battle.
Alright, you can tell I'm getting pretty frustrated here, but I just have to finish this out of principle. Alright, so that doesn't work. That doesn't work.
This is it. The final battle.
I don't have anything that's particularly strong against any of these except, well, let's see, Magby is maybe expendable.
Switching Pokemon. That Pokemon must not have been the right choice. Oh, it's Magby. A furious attack. That's it.
Alright, so let's see what we can do here.
How will this newly switched out Pokemon fare?
At least we're faster, which means we...
That struck home.
Oh, we got it! Good. Alright, that's better than we've done in many times. Alright.
The next Pokemon needs to be prepared. Oh, it's Abra.
Yeah.
The number of remaining Pokemon is 3 to 2.
So I have a strong feeling I am not going to be able to survive that. But let's see what happens here.
There it goes. Great hit.
Yeah, I don't know. This still feels really unbalanced, I have to say.
So, what will be the next Pokemon? The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon. 2 Pokemon remain on each side. Sparks are flying from both
And basically, I need to hope for a paralysis, otherwise there's no way to make it work.
Just one Pokemon remains. Oh, it's Chikorita. This is the last Pokemon. One Pokemon faces two now. Now the real battle begins.
Basically, I have to get a crit here to have any chance.
A sharp attack. Bullseye. What's this? Hit. That inflicted some damage. It used its held item to restore.
I don't have anything with a priority move either, which is kind of annoying.
Fire Punch. A powerful blow. That settles this battle. And there goes the battle.
Alright. Alright. How many times I think about this, it doesn't seem to make a difference. I mean, it's not like my life depends on beating this, but I do kind of want to do it. Alright, what do we got that's strong against what here?
This is it. The final battle. Which trainer will claim the champion's throne?
So let's go ahead and do a Dragon Breath, sure.
There's the attack. Yes, it's a hit. What will the trainer do now?
Okay, well I have an actual shot here. It is in green. Okay.
Heated action continues.
And it does have 9 out of 18. So we're going to switch. This appears to be my only shot here.
Here comes the Pokemon switch.
Let's see, what do we get here?
Oh, it's Chansey.
Yeah, I'm afraid of that.
The other trainer is also changing Pokemon. Oh, it's Motion. What impact will this Pokemon switch have on the battle?
Okay, so let's see.
Switching Pokemon. That Pokemon must not have been the right choice. Oh, it's Maggie. What now? It's not very effective.
Okay, well, let's see. Can I make this connect?
Which affects the flow of
I'm sure there's a better team you could make for this.
Whoa! No. Connect. How's that? Hit! That was good. A hot battle is unfolding. Ah! That inflicted some damage.
Okay, I got one more shot with this, unless it misses with another thunder. I know it's only a 50% chance, but really...
Oh, what's this? A powerful one.
Oh,
It hung on by the skin of its teeth.
should not have.
Big bombardment.
Geez, a critical hit, and it still only does.
Go. The next Pokemon needs to be prepared.
That's nice. There we go.
What will be next?
You know, if I hadn't gotten...
This Pokemon is rejoining the battle. Foe is weak. Now's the time to attack. One Pokemon is still capable of going up, but the other one looks tired. A Psychic Blast. That's a hit. Oh, knockout. So, what will be the next Pokemon?
Okay, if I remember correctly, it does not have any other normal type, so I'm safe.
Oh, it's Poliwrath. Two Pokemon remain on each side.
Well, I can't afford to switch here.
Both
I
teams.
don't want to use Ice Punch or Blizzard, so I think our best bet is, in fact, a Psychic.
What's that? That's it. Vicious attack. A crushing blow.
Okay, so let's see here.
A hot battle is unfolding. There's the attack. Hammer where it hurts.
Jeez, you little cheater.
Which has no strength left.
I know that the game isn't technically cheating, but it feels like it.
Remain. The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon. It's down to the
So
last
hopefully I am faster here, because otherwise this is going to be pretty short.
tough. What now? Hit. That inflicted.
Boy, that was the closest I got, and it still found a way to
There are no more remaining Pokemon.
luck its way through. I'm just going to say that.
Battle.
You know, 2 missed. Last chance. Yeah, if they beat this using the rental team, I must say they have a great deal of patience, since this battle really does seem like it comes down just to flat-out luck. And I just wasn't quite... I was lucky enough to get a paralysis.
Trainer will claim the champion's throne. There's the attack. A heavy hit. What will the trainer do now? Hit. That was good. The crowd's excitement is building from this heated battle.
Ah, shoot, that isn't what I wanted to switch to.
The trainer
They just happen to be in a different order.
Oh, it's Magby! There it goes! Major damage! How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow of battle?
Okay, well... I think I've botched this entirely, but...
Switching Pokemon! That Pokemon must not have been the right choice. Oh, it's Lucian! What's that? Not very effective. How will this newly switched out Pokemon fare? Vicious
Okay. Well, I still have a very small chance of making it, but it really depends what comes out next.
The next Pokemon needs to be prepared. Oh, it's Chansey! The opponent is weak. What an opportunity! The number of remaining Pokemon is 3 to 2.
Alright, what on earth do I do here? I think we should go for Blizzard and hope for a freeze.
What'll it do? Whoop, that missed.
It really feels like there's an accuracy.
Icy wind. That's it. Yes, it's going down. That KO will bring out a new Pokemon.
So let's see.
Pokemon is back for another go. 2 Pokemon remain on each side. Sparks are flying from both teams.
Alright, let's see.
That's it! Oh, that's egg bombardment. Yes, it's a hit.
I'm sorry, but that's just...
Relax.
Seems like the odds of me missing that are worse than what the actual attack accuracy is.
One left to come out. The Pokemon
Sorry I'm so bitter here, but...
This is the last Pokemon. 1 Pokemon faces 2. What now? That did little damage. What's this? That's it. There are no more remaining Pokemon. And there goes the battle.
So, yeah, I'm sure that's beatable. It's just the odds are so infinitesimal with the team I had to work with there. And not really because, I swear there might have been some advantages given to the CPU in that one. Alright, well... DJ Mary, okay. Didn't remember she was in this game. See, I've seen some of these, but I haven't... Try 1 or 2 of these just to unwind. Is that all? I'm not really sure how this... Avoid the other dust clouds once you run far enough. That seems a little questionable. It's no good if I don't... Gee, that's... Looks like you can build up multiples here, so it's like... Well, let's play something else. That was easy. That was. To be honest, I'm kind of... To be honest, none of these are all that attractive. I mean, they all look decent, but... I do like how there's like 2 different Pokemon for each one. So use the Ditto for that. I like this one. Okay, doing very well here. Yep, 100 out of 100, so at least that works. Makes you feel a little bit better. Ugh, 36, I think we'll leave that for some other time. Thanks, DJ Mary. Of course, I always liked having the things there. Very nice use of her since she apparently does all that radio fun quiz stuff. Alright, well there's a lot of other stuff I could show in here, but after what, 6 or 7 times failing on the last round in the Little Cup or whatever it's called, hope I didn't sound too bitter. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for today. But just to review, sometime eventually we should have another one of these. Our discussion of this is hopefully going to be next weekend. I still need to, I guess, pester Ann a little bit more on that one. Aside from those, what else have I got going? So I've got an interview that should be coming out hopefully by next weekend, possibly also another podcast episode. So I'm going to get that stuff for the Hey You Pikachu discussion done and edited. But yeah, so that is some of the stuff that's going on here. Thank you very much if you really did stay all the way to the end there. Always appreciate that. All right, folks, thanks.